Welcome back. Thanks for watching the Nifty Thrifty Lady channel. Today I'm excited to be sharing with you a little bit of the behind the scenes of my meal planning. The challenge has been how to afford the meats that we do need for the month and still keep it within our budget and still satisfy our growing boys. That has been my challenge. So today I'm going to share with you a couple of the meals that we routinely have in the Ward household for a grocery budget of $300 a month for 4. Stay tuned. Okay, so one of my very first tips is that I always shop for my meats at a local butcher shop. That's something that our family has chosen to do. I don't think it's necessary for every person and every family to do that. But what I have learned is that I can actually get my meats at a cheaper price if I follow a local butcher and I follow their sales. My local butcher actually has seasonal sales. So once every 3 months, they hold some type of seasonal sale. And you can get your basic cuts of meat, so ground beef, chicken breast, center cut pork chops, some type of sausage, those types of things at a really, really great price. Sometimes it's even cheaper than the sales at the grocery store. Sometimes it's a little bit more, but I count that up to quality. You are buying local, and you know that it is coming from a farm right down the road. So this month, I already had my meal mapped out. But as I was checking my local butcher for a couple of things and my freezer for a couple of things, I noticed I didn't have them on hand, and I noticed that they weren't coming up on sale. When I go to the butcher, they always give me a preview of what's on sale next week. So that's one way that I am able to stay within our budget. That brought me back to meal planning again because I didn't want to go over budget, of course, and I wanted to work with what was on sale at my butcher. So this is what I ended up with as meat that I bought for this month. I bought a sirloin tip roast. It was on sale for $3.37 per pound. I got 3 pounds. With a sirloin tip roast, I will do it in my crock pot with a bunch of veggies, and we will have a roast that night. I will take all of that goodness and transfer it into a pot with beef broth, some tomato sauce, and a bunch of other veggies, and make some vegetable beef soup. That will get me 2, maybe 3 meals or a leftover lunch. Next, I got 3 pounds of boneless chicken breasts. These were not on sale, but their price is something that I know and I budget in every month. So we usually get about 3 to 4 pounds of chicken breast if I don't already have some in my freezer, which is I didn't. These 3 pounds will get me 3 meals. 1.5 pounds will go towards buffalo chicken wrap. Half a pound will go towards my chicken quesadillas, the 3 ingredient ones, which you can actually find a link to up here somewhere. And then another pound will go towards a baked chicken dish that I will do with veggies. The next thing that I got was 2.5 pounds of pork chops. There's 8 pork chops in this. They're center cut sirloin. They are delicious. And those 2 pounds, which are 8 pork chops, will each feed us 1 pork chop for 2 meals. They had their ground sirloin on sale this week for $3.27, which is a great price and usually what I can expect at the butcher that I shop at on sale. So I went ahead and grabbed 2.5 pounds. I will measure out and patty out 5 hamburgers, which will be right around 3/4 pound, and then the other will go towards a taco dinner. Lastly, I get their sandwich steaks, and they are really thin sliced steak, and I fry these up and make my delicious spicy Philly cheesesteaks, and that recipe is also linked below. For all of this meat and for 10 meals, it was $43 and a couple of cents. To me, that is a great way to start out my meal planning for the month. The other meals that we will be having throughout the month will not include much meat, or they will include things that are in my freezer. Things that are currently in my freezer right now are salmon, shrimp, ground turkey. I have 2 pounds of ground turkey and 2 pizzas. So if I combined all of that, I will have enough to get me through one entire month, and it really did not cost me that much other than the other ingredients. I want to also mention that for every meal, I try to have 2 veggies, or a veggie and a starch, or a veggie and a fruit, or a salad and a veggie. We always have a lot of sides, because one of my main tips for learning how to feed your family on a budget is to have fillers. Meat shouldn't be your main object. If you check any nutrition guide, you're only supposed to have about 4 to 6 ounces of meat, and that's a really healthy protein. Another tip to keeping your grocery budget down is to set out a veggie tray with your children's favorite dip before dinner. A lot of people think, oh, that's terrible, they'll ruin their dinner. That's awesome, let them ruin their dinner. I'm okay with that. As long as they're getting something healthy inside of them, that's fine, and it fills them up a little bit for dinner. Our favorite around here is carrots and hummus, or carrots and ranch. We also really like bell peppers and ranch. So I hope this gave you a little bit of inspiration for how to mix up your menu, but not really spend that much doing it. If you like this, be sure to give us a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, I post a video every Wednesday, so hit the subscribe button. You can find all of the recipes that I mentioned today, plus a couple of inspirations in the links below, and I hope to see you guys next week.